difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's gone. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Flush to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing here. Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Cousins. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Goff, eluding the pressure right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Goff. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Cousins to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shamar Stephen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Goff.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. 5.
Goff. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.